Hello and welcome to another in bed reading series. Today, excerpt from, really the 21st chapter from Charles Bukowski's Post Office, in which birds get to fly away free. It's a beautiful concept. I read those to a bar once as part of a Bukowski tribute night, so still at least moderately well practiced, I suppose. Anyway, without further ado, chapter 21. Joyce found a job with the county police department of all things. I was living with a cop. But at least it was during the day, which gave me a little rest from those fondling hands, except Joyce bought two parakeets, and the damn things didn't talk. They just made sounds all day. Joyce and I met over breakfast and dinner. It was all very brisk and nice that way, though she still managed to rape me now and then. It beat the other, except the parakeets. Look, baby. Now what is it? All right. I've gotten used to the geraniums and the flies and Picasso, but you gotta realize that I'm working 12 hours a night and studying a scheme on the side, and you molest my remaining energy. Molest? All right. I'm not saying it right. I'm sorry. What do you mean, molest? I said forget it. Now look, it's the parakeets. Oh, so now it's the parakeets. Are they molesting you too? Yeah. Yeah, they are. Who's on top? Look, don't get funny and don't get dirty. I'm trying to tell you something. Oh, so now you're trying to tell me how to get. All right. Shit. You're the one with the money. Are you going to let me talk or not? Answer me. Yes or no? All right, little baby. All right. Little baby says this. Mama, those fucking parakeets are driving me nuts. All right. Tell Mama how those parakeets are driving you nuts. Well, it's like this, Mama. Those things chatter all day, they never stop, and I keep waiting for them to say something. But they never say anything, and I can't sleep all day from listening to the idiots. All right, little baby. If they keep you awake, put them out. Put them out, Mama? Yeah, put them out. All right, Mama. She gave me a kiss and then wiggled down the stairs and on her way to her cop job. And I got in bed and I tried to sleep. How they chattered! Every muscle in my body ached. If I lie on this side, if I lie on that side, if I lay on my back, I ached. I found the easiest way was on my stomach, but that grew tiresome. It took a good 2 or 3 minutes to get from one position to the other. And I tossed and I turned, cursing, screaming a little, and laughing a little too at the ridiculousness of it. Oh, they chattered. They got to me. What did they know of pain in their little cage? Eggheads yakking, just feathers, brains the size of a pinhead. And I managed to get out of bed and go into the kitchen and fill a cup of water, and I walked over to the cage and I threw water all over them. Motherfuckers, I cursed loudly. And they looked at me balefully from under their wet feathers, and they were silent. Nothing like the old water treatment. I borrowed a page from the head shrinkers. Then the green one with the yellow breast reached down and bit himself on the chest, and then he looked up and started chattering to the red one with the green breast, and then they were going again. And I sat on the edge of the bed and listened to them. Picasso walked up and bit me on the ankle. And that did it. I took the cage outside. Picasso followed me. 10,000 flies rose straight up in the air, and I put the cage on the ground, opened the cage door, and sat on the steps. Both birds looked at the cage door. They couldn't understand it, and they could. I could feel their tiny minds trying to function. They had their food and water right there. But what was that open space? The green one with the yellow breast went first. He leaped down to the opening from his rung. He sat gripping the wire. He looked down at the flies. He stood there 15 seconds trying to decide. Then something clicked in his little head or her little head, and he didn't fly. He shot straight up to the sky. Up, 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 straight as an arrow. Picasso and I sat there and watched. The damn thing was gone. And then it was the red one with the green breast's turn. The red one was much more hesitant. He walked around the bottom of the cage nervously. It was a hell of a decision. Humans, birds, everything has to make these decisions. It was a hard game. So the red one walked around thinking it over. Yellow sunlight, buzzing flies, man and dog looking on, all that sky. All that sky. It was too much. Old Red leaped to the wire. 3 seconds. Zoop! Bird was gone. Picasso and I picked up the empty cage and walked back to the house. And I had a good sleep for the first time in weeks. I even forgot to set the alarm. I was riding a white horse down Broadway, New York City. I'd just been elected mayor. I had this big heart on, and then someone threw a hunk of mud at me, and Joyce shook me. What happened to the birds? Damn the birds! I'm the mayor of New York! I ask you about the birds. All I see is an empty cage. Birds? Birds? What birds? Wake up, damn you! Hard day at the office, dear? You seem snappish. Where are the birds? You said to put them out if they kept me awake. I meant to put them on the back porch or outside, you fool. Fool? Yeah, you fool. Do you mean to say you let those birds out of the cage? Do you mean to say you really let them out of the cage? Well, all I can say is they're not locked in the bathroom and they're not in the cupboard. They'll starve out there. They can catch worms, eat berries, all that stuff. They can't. They can't. They don't know how. They'll die. Let them learn or let them die, I said, and then I turned slowly over and went back to sleep. Vaguely, I could hear her cooking dinner, dropping lids and spoons on the floor, cursing, but Picasso was on the bed with me. Picasso was safe from her sharp shoes. I put my hand out, he licked it, and I slept. That is, I did for a while. Next thing I knew, I was being fondled. I looked up, and she was staring into my eyes like a mad woman. She was naked, her breasts dangling in my eyes, her hair tickling my nostrils, and I thought of her millions. Picked her up, flipped her on her back, and stuck it in. Thanks. Do this again soon. Take care, folks.